Welcome to the Secrets of the Old World. On today's episode, we're diving into the mysterious realm of Norse mythology to explore the fascinating legends and traditions surrounding Yule, one of the most sacred celebrations in ancient Nordic religions. Yule marked the winter solstice, the longest night of the year, and provided hope of warmer days to come. Its rituals and folklore formed the basis for our modern Christmas celebrations. Join me now as we uncover the illuminating origins behind some of our favorite Yuletide traditions. We'll delve into mystical tales of the wild hunt that still capture hearts long after Ragnarok, and see how symbols of evergreens, feasting and fortune-telling have withstood the test of time. Let's begin our journey at the darkest point of the calendar, when night reigned longest across Scandinavian and Germanic lands. Around this somber solstice, Norse pagans honored Yule, a time of commemoration harkening back to Norse creation myths. They believed the gods killed the evil frost giant Ymir, using his body to fashion the world that we inhabit. From his blood came the oceans, from his bones the mountains, and from his hair trees and plant life. To the Norse who endured these frigid months, Yule signified renewal and rebirth, a promise that brighter days lay ahead as the sunlight gradually strengthened its grip once more. Families came together to mark this turning of the seasons through special rituals designed to welcome back the sun's fertilizing warmth and encourage future crops to thrive. One beloved custom centered around the Yule log, a thick piece of oak considered a holy tree in Norse religion. Villagers would bring home an enormous log and set it ablaze, believing its flames warded off dark spirits and symbolized the sun's returning fire. As the log slowly burned, it was said to guarantee good fortune for the household in the coming year. Some traditions state that charred remains were then collected as ashes to be used in blessing fields come springtime. Traditions also called for constructing a Yule pole, often made from a whole evergreen tree brought indoors. Sounds familiar? Its boughs represented the sun's rays and were hung with offerings like nuts, berries, and colored papers. People would circle the pole, singing songs to summon back the daylight in a magical, spiritual ritual. Homes became adorned with branches, cones, and hollies, all plant life that remained lush and thriving despite the wintry conditions. Their persistent green was taken as a sign of hope that warmth would blossom anew. Great feasts overflowing with roasted meats, breads, cheeses and mulled wines or meats were also a central part of Yule festivities. Boars' heads were frequent fare, paying tribute to the animal Odin and other gods were associated with riding into battle. After consuming bountiful meals, Norse men, women and children alike would venture back into the night, leaving platters of food and jars of ale or spirits by the herd. These offerings were dedicated to household ancestors and roaming spirits, so that they may bless the homestead and family in the coming year. But the beings believed most active on wintry nights were those partaking in the legendary wild hunt. According to Norse myth, Odin, the supreme god often portrayed with one eye and residing in Valhalla, would lead the spectral procession across the starlit sky atop his 8-legged steed Sleipnir. In some tales, he rode upon a great boar. The wild hunt was thought to appear on the solstice, the new year or times of conflict, as a chilling procession sweeping through the heavens with baying hounds. Some envisioned Odin as the head of slain warriors who had died gloriously in battle. Their howls and hoofbeats racing across the celestial firmament were a sign that one's time was near, should their paths cross with the hunt. Others believed the gods directed souls of the dead to the afterlife or led spectral troops away from gruesome battlefields. Children were often warned the hunt might steal away misbehaving young ones to join their ranks. Over the ages, the wild hunt became associated with omens of death, gloom, or great change on the horizon. Yet the Norse, viewing its passage across the cosmos with apprehension and admiration, also found elements of control and order. The hunt represented nature's eternal cycles, continuing regardless of mankind's affairs, a reassurance of stability amid the season's turmoil. It offered a mystical entity to attribute freak weather, strange sounds or unexplained phenomena too during the long nights, providing imagination and intrigue where scientific answers were lacking. Many facets of ancient Yule festivities mirrored cherished parts of our modern Christmas. The legendary riders and hounds of Odin's wild hunt became comets and stars shining brightly over Bethlehem on Jesus' holy birthday. Bonfires echo in the form of lighted candles and glowing fireplaces indoors, the light and heat driving out the darkness just as the Yule log did in Norse homes each year. Evergreens like pines, firs, spruce and hollies remain decorating indoors, symbols now of a new life and faith where there were once signs of hope, persevering through winter's chillest grip. Boar feasts carry on in dishes like baked ham, and the fortune-telling and merriment depicted around the Yule pole foreshadows today's own tradition of togetherness, mirth, and looking to the promising year ahead with optimism. Through exploring Norse mythology surrounding Yule and its enduring folklore, we've illuminated the ancestral roots binding solstice celebrations across cultures and areas. Tales like the Wild Hunt still capture our minds with their mysticism and hint at humanity's age-old search for meaning in nature's patterns and life cycles. Though pagan faith evolved, remnants of the rituals and symbolic folkways echo proudly in modern Christmas. For wherever twilight draws in earliest and nights grow longest, the promise of light's return has inspired community and togetherness since time immemorial, uniting generations both past and present in respite from the winter's stormy wail. Thank you all for joining me on our look into the past. I hope you've enjoyed delving into this legend and tracing the origins behind your holiday's familiar sights, sounds and traditions. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the mystical secrets still buried within the old world around us.